Today on the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast, there's a new Loki Season 2 trailer, the first of the Loki Season 2 trailers. I am freaking pumped, you guys. Marvel, you've done it again. Every time I think I'm out, you suck me back in. Who am I kidding? I was never out. But I was mad at you. I was mad at you, Marvel. And then you drop this on me. I see what you're doing there. It's real abusive behavior. Let's talk about it after this. Welcome to the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast. My name is Matthew Carroll.
And I'm Ashley Coffin.
Ashley, what is happening, my friend?
Woo! Loki trailer.
Woo!
Woo! I have been waiting and waiting. And like you said, just for a second, I was doubtful. And I was like, oh, I don't feel great after what just happened. And then they're like, you know what we got to do? Loki trailer. And I'm like, woo! Back in, baby! I can't wait.
Yeah, it's like you're at the craps table or whatever, and you had a couple down throws, and you're like, man, I'm almost gone. And then it's, oh, I'm back, baby! I'm back! Like, this just seems so exciting. This trailer is everything I needed it to be. You could not, spoiler alert for the trailer. Is that a thing? But everybody, we're going to be talking about the Season 2 trailer. If you don't want to know anything, we love you, but go away, because we're going to talk about it now. There is nothing they could have done to engender more love for this trailer and this show than to add Ki Kwan to the cast. I'm
just so happy for him. Like, what a comeback. You don't act for 30 years, and then you come back, you win an Oscar, and now you're showing up and everything. And I'm like, well-deserved, and I can't wait to see what he does next. Plus, he's so adorable and quirky, so it goes perfectly with working at the TVA.
Well, and for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, he was the star, one of the two major stars of Everything Everywhere All at Once, which was my favorite movie. I wanted to say of last year, but I think of all time. Like, it is, it really is my favorite movie, and I love it, and he is so good in it. And it's about the multiverse, and it's him often explaining the multiverse. And so when he's like explaining time slipping, and like, it's just so perfect. It's so, like, it literally is like Waymond from that show is just plucked out, or that movie is plucked out and put into this show. I am so pumped for that. And yeah, I agree with you. I'm so happy for him. He's a sweet, sweet man, and he's like really had a hard road till now, and like, it's really cool. Really, really excited.
Me too.
And his comic chops are so good. Like, when they're like, you can't time slip in the TVA. And he's like, but he just did. And he just goes, yeah. I don't know, there's something really funny about it.
That effect looks cool. I'm excited to see what that's all about.
Yeah. I thought so too. It looks like they did something interesting with it. It doesn't look totally CGI. It looks like they did some like weird, like practical bend. Like, it is definitely like
light,
like they're bending the picture around. It's not just CGI or whatever. But beyond the Quan of it all, I really, really think this trailer is also just the weirdness I need from Marvel. Like, all the stuff that's going on and all the sort of creativity I can already see. The sort of like set pieces they're setting up. There's some sort of weird big train station or something. I can't even really tell what's going on there. But it's like that big dome or like hangar or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Kind of. We're going to watch the trailer again.
Yeah, I guess we should do that so everybody else can join us. And like, let's watch the trailer real quick.
Hobie? Hello? We have a little bit of a situation we wanted to run by you.
Mobius! Wow! Great to see you again!
That's what's been happening.
Wow! Time slipping.
Wait, you know that?
Yeah.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
Can you fix that?
No. It's impossible to time slip in the TVA.
I know, but we just saw it happen.
Yeah.
I've been pulled through time between the past and the present.
Hello?
If what I saw is true, there's nothing to stand between this world and utter destruction.
Only one way to find out. Little good old-fashioned leg work. Listen, we have different styles. You're a man of action, which is fine. take a more slow, deliberate, cerebral approach.
It's really goodbye.
It's up to us to save this place.
Is this cracked?
Yes, babe.
Whatever we do, we're playing God.
We are gods. But how do you choose who lives and who dies?
Make the hard choice.
It's him.
You better run!
War is on its way.
Come on, you're the god of mischief.
Always have been. Always will be.
A little over the top, don't you think?
I thought it was spot on.
Oh man,
So good.
it's so good. Yeah, it's just got so many little weirdsies in it, you know.
There's a lot. There's a lot I'm very excited for, like Loki using his powers more.
100%. I am really pumped for that. Like he really does seem to be just like blasting that green stuff. I loved the last shot where there's just like he says, "It's a little over the top, isn't it?" It cuts and it's just like 3 of him because you just assume it's 3 versions of him from timelines, but of course not. It's just like mirror Lokis from the different, like how he did in Avengers
And
or
Thor,
whatever.
yeah. No, and I like that.
Yeah, me too.
I need some
I thought it was really
nostalgic
fun.
stuff to remind me, bring me back. Just seeing
Yeah,
Loki was
for
all
sure.
I needed to do to get excited. Like, he's one of our first, like the originals, and it's hard. I don't love saying like, oh, I like the stuff better with the original people, but I can't contain the joy I feel when they're on screen.
Right. Well, it's one of the strengths of having a continuous universe is these guys come on screen with lots of baggage, like good baggage, like who they are, what they mean, what their looks on their face mean, like what who these characters are, and they have a history. We don't have to start from scratch with every movie and every trailer. And that's been a thing they've been doing a lot lately. So this was my favorite show of Phase 4, and I have a feeling it's going to be one of my favorite of Phase 5. Cannot wait. There's a line where he says, we have to protect this place or something like that. We have to do whatever we can to protect this place. And it's happened at that moment in the trailer. They show a picture of the end of time or whatever. Loki's, Kang's, He Who Remains is sort of like castle or whatever. And it's like falling apart. But I have a feeling that's a misdirect.
Oh, it's 100%
I have a feeling
misdirect.
Yeah, I think he means the TVA.
Yeah, me too.
If I had to guess. Because there's also a moment where it says "Thank you for your service" on one of those TVA screens, and there's like sort of that same time-slipping visuals are happening behind the screen, and it looks like the TVA might be like unraveling. And I'm wondering if like they're really going to be trying to save the TVA throughout this.
Yeah. Well, it's funny this because it's like trying to figure out. It looks like Sylvie's back at the TVA, and things that are flying around are doing what Loki was doing with that whatever they called it. Unraveling.
Yeah. Well, and when I read about the TVA originally, when we first heard they were going to be featured in the show, one of the things that it was weird is I don't think they were really a servant of Kang in the original comics. They're just like a time organization. They're like time cops, like they are here, but it's just that here they were being co-opted to serve Kang. And that seems like what created the TVA, I believe Kang says, to do his bidding. But what I'm now wondering is if the TVA, like we're getting a backdoor origin story for the TVA. Like we thought this was a show about Loki, but we're kind of getting the building of this organization that may continue to go forward as time cops and protecting timelines and maybe trying to prevent incursions and all this kind of stuff. But Or like, figure out how to separate the worlds in Secret Wars or whatever, or protect the worlds. But like they've been introduced in this really interesting way as servants of Kang.
But it might just be like how S.H.I.E.L.D. was infiltrated, or
true.
You never know what you're really doing, even though they are doing good work in there somewhere.
Yeah,
keeping timelines together.
Absolutely. I really like the line he has for Sylvie when she says, "Whatever we do, we're playing God," because that brings us right back to the character of Sylvie from the first one, where she's spent their whole life pushing back on these people who are playing God and like telling her who she can and can't be, and now they're in a position where they're having to make these decisions.
I'm like, girl, this is all your fault. So now you don't want to play God?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
You made a decision. I mean, like, she made a decision to kill the guy who's playing God, but in doing so, she also like made a drastic change to the universe, the multiverse.
And I was surprised. The whole time I'm waiting to see Jonathan Majors, and then they waited at the end to show Kang.
Yeah.
I kind of like that because I'm super interested in what the Victor Timely character is and what that's going to do and be about. And I just love the look of that, like 1899, whatever year that's supposed to be. I love it so much.
Same.
Best dressed men.
I love it too. One of my favorite moments in that time is when they have Mrs. Minutes turn into a ghost version of herself and tromp through the city.
Y'all better run. It's like, she looked like a giant piece of bread. I don't know what that was.
She had like a ghost sheet on. It was like she was in a little ghost outfit. It was just really silly and fun. Like she's trying to scare them, so she put on a ghost outfit.
That was fun.
I love it. There's also a lot of stuff with some other character that I don't know who it is.
Who's that guy?
Who's that guy? He seems to be featured really heavily. They're chasing him. It seems like it's in a different time period too, like the 50s maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all. Well, you want to go frame by frame?
Yeah. I see a lot of people asking about the Jonathan Majors thing. That is not done, set, or over yet. This was already a finished property when that happened.
Yeah.
So we don't have any answers. If he's staying, if he's back, we don't know. They did say that Loki was going to go on how it was because it was too late and it was over. They already filmed it and they were in post-production.
Yeah. Well, I would not put it past them that they may have made a change or two to this series. Like they've had time since all this happened to make, like we know that in Avengers, the first Avengers, they filmed that shawarma scene like days before the movie came out. Like there's little things they can do. Sure, like if they wanted to set it up so that someone else could take the Kang role, or that Majors could step away in some way, they could still do that in the series. But like, most of the series is going to be locked. It's going to be the same as it was planned to be. They can't do too much. I was actually wondering if that character they're chasing might be a version of Kang.
Well, that would be a good way to do it. Like, he changed his face and took on a disguise. Yeah. Or he decided that he was too noticeable now because everybody knows what he looks like. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Or introducing the idea of that he has variants would be a way to, like, start moving away from Majors if things don't work out, Yeah, so.
I just, I don't know how to say it. I liked him. I like him as the character. What he does aside, he has the intensity. He's actually seems scary. So
yeah. Oh, I don't know. He's amazing, and it's a real.
Hope,
if it doesn't work out for him to stay, it's a real loss. But I also understand that there's a right thing to do if things are found out. I just hope it's a clear-cut case. I hope they can find out some real information, because it just seems like it's a lot of he said she said at this point. And
yeah,
we'll see we'll let the law handle that, and then hopefully Disney will respond appropriately. We're not going to try to weigh in on what should happen there. But let's do the kind of walk through frame by frame, look at this trailer. And I feel like this is going to be one of those where we have a lot to talk about. So let's do it. Let's dig in.
Okay.
First thing, we've got this place where OB works. And I can't read what that says over on the side. Don't something repair it. I'm guessing that's like don't destroy it, repair it, or something like that. So there's like a poster right here. It says
It's blurry.
Yeah, it's hard to see for sure. I could try blowing it up a little bit. Let's see. Let's see if we can do a little. See, this is I'm scared this is gonna be one of those where like
I'm not gonna let you do it. I'm not gonna let you do it to every poster. I'm sorry. I'm gonna reel it in.
I get that. We can't do it to every poster, but some of them.
You get 3.
That's not happening. What does that say? Don't do something, repair it, and then I don't know. It's
probably
temp
like
and
don't
temp.
throw it out, repair it.
Don't destroy it, repair it, something like that. Okay. Well, I don't know. So I'm guessing this is like TVA, like tech support kind of stuff, like
IT.
maintenance. Yeah, maintenance or IT or something like that. All right, let's move again.
I wonder if this is our Morbius or if this is the one from the finale who didn't know who he was, or where our people from season 1 are.
I have a feeling this is going to be the Mobius we saw at the end. Now, like I doubt there are 2 Mobiuses. Okay. I think he just had his, because we had all these clues in the last season that there was something going on with him, with his memory being wiped. You remember there was like the coffee rings, and there was like just this.
It was his girlfriend doing that though.
Well,
she's gone.
Yeah, but she was a servant of Kang, and he's not gone. And like, yeah, we don't know. It seemed like that seems like what had happened at the end is he had another memory wipe,
brain wipe.
I cannot read that at all. That's too small.
Nope.
All right, moving. Let me see if I can. Is this in HD yet? Quality? No, it's not. That will probably help. Let's see again. Still. Okay. Kyu Kwan coming down. Just a great entrance. Definitely like a maintenance man of some sort. There's the automatic tube. Temperamental tempad. Temperamental tempad, I think is what that says.
Wasn't the tempad what they used to jump around?
Travel around. Repair it today. Don't delay, repair it today. That's what it says.
There you go.
I like it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nothing really come into my eyeballs here except for just like lots of wildness in the background of Kyu Kwan's place, OB's office.
That swing doesn't look safe.
No, definitely not. Definitely doesn't look OSHA approved. But he also seems to know Mobius, which is interesting. Like,
well, they work together.
Right, but he says like, Mobius, I haven't seen you in forever or something like that. So like, he knows him.
That's not weird to me.
Well, no, I don't think it's weird. I just think it's like, the fact that he knows him but doesn't know him from a long time. He knows him from a long time ago means he might remember Mobius and Mobius might not remember him because this Mobius has like a pretty fresh memory. At least we think. We don't really know. There's like, oh gosh, that effect is so gross. Yeah. It looks like the Venom effect, the time slipping.
Mm-hmm.
And he disappears for a second.
I don't think he comes back.
Does he? Okay. Oh, see, I thought he was coming back from those. But yeah, no, you're right. He doesn't come back at all. So that means he's like time slipping. He's like jumping around in time. What does that say? Repairs and advancements, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know. All right. So we get, it's a great scene. I love it because it's just so much like great comic timing between all 3 of them. And just like Owen Wilson with Kyu Kwan is really great.
He pops back into that first room from season 1 where he was being interrogated.
Yeah, it's like the courtroom area. Oh, and then he pops into, I kind of think the effect he's doing here looks a little like the dancing guys from the parking lots a little bit.
Yeah, it is funny.
So it's kind of funny that he appears in front of one.
Where is this?
The dancing sock puppet men.
Power sports.
Okay. Oh, of course. It's a jet ski because Mobius loves jet skis. I'm guessing that will somehow tie in.
I hope they get to ride on
That's
some.
Great.
Piranha Power Sports.
Not
a good reference.
No, that's not a good name for your power sports place.
Not at all.
What are you doing? All right. This is something when I was watching the trailer I was really curious about. There's something going on here in the background. There's two posters, and it's just they're really dark. So I'm going to see if I can bring up the light a little bit. Okay. Let's see if I can bring the brightness up. Nope, that's not working. Yeah, I can't really tell. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Something tiny.
Yeah. Healthy Timeline is the one. And it shows 4 different timelines collapsing into one, it looks like. So I think that's the sacred timeline, like a sacred timeline poster.
Okay.
Prevent a red line. Prevent a red line is what the one on the left says.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. Prevent a... I love the like motivational posters on the around all around the TVA.
It's very like 1950s, like Atomic Family kind of posters.
Yeah, the whole aesthetic is super 1950s, and it seems like when we'll get there in a minute, but it seems like they're going to get to the 1950s possibly. So we'll see if that's like. So he time slips into some room in the TVA again, watching himself. Is this him from season 1 reading about his life? Did we ever see this scene before?
No, he was watching a video of his life, and I don't remember him getting a brown pop collar jacket like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's
real
funny.
hair though, no wigs. I'm digging it.
Ooh, yeah. So much stuff. Ooh, what's on that screen? You see that?
A timeline?
Well, it's like a timeline, but it looks like it's like blown out to the past, like an exploding timeline, kind of.
Well, maybe this is the Loki who just got back from what happened with Kang, and they were trying to figure it out, and it shows that there's that exploded thing.
Yeah. Maybe. I am super pumped. I love a good, back and forth on the timeline story that's well thought out. Oh, gosh, there's so much stuff in this. Star Tour Donna Doris.
Her hair. She has Keith from the Righteous Gemstones haircut.
She totally does. Oh no.
The mullet bangs.
I see that now. Thank you.
The mullet bangs are super in right now.
Mm-hmm.
And she's copying off me when I did the brown and the blonde. I see you, Sylvie. Is that a record?
Yeah, it's a record store, it looks like. All those posters are music posters. And it looks like as these squiggles are coming towards her, the walls behind her are phasing out of existence or something. They're like falling apart into particles. As if her timeline's
some
being...
sweatpants. Why is she in a sweat outfit? I expect more.
She's got a journey to take.
I know. God, they can keep him in a suit this entire show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what century it's from.
Very
Just keep
attractive.
him in a suit, please.
Ancient times, still wearing a suit.
Missed him.
This
is
his
the
last
Living
season,
Tribunal?
Right? Well, it's the Living Tribunal, but then he hits it with one of those erasers.
Right.
And it erases it and reveals what's behind it, which is Kang's face.
Right.
The real Living Tribunal. Not a Living Tribunal. What do they call him?
I thought that's what it was.
Tribunal. This is the... No, gosh.
It's been too long.
Somebody in chat help us out. There's like the Timekeepers. Timekeepers. That's what it was.
That's so
the
simple.
Timekeepers. Yeah.
Looks like there's two ears though. Doesn't you see another face to the side of him?
Yeah, I think it might be more than one Kang, but I think it's all Kangs. I think it's like
go back. It doesn't look like another one of him.
No.
That obviously looks like him. The one to the right.
Okay. I'm trying to go slow so we get that last. I
don't think that looks like him.
I can't really tell. Yeah, I don't know. I could see it either way.
There.
But if it's more than just him, that could be like what we're talking about, introducing more actors to play the role.
It's true.
If there's more than one person as the Council of Kangs or whatever. Okay, we got an elevator,
Cool.
a safety video, and he.
God, I
I
love
love
that
it so
color.
much that they're going so low. On the elevator,
Yeah.
that orange,
Green.
yeah, or green. Yeah, I do too. I love they're going so low on the elevator. He has to hit it with his foot.
I just thought they were being, COVID safe. Nobody
Silly.
touches anything with their hands anymore. I haven't flushed a toilet with my hand in 3 years. Yes, work in that suit. You and your little top hat. Midway.
Mhm.
Midway.
We got a 157. I'm sure there's people online like breaking down what comic books they're referencing here. Yeah, but Midway and
Palisson?
Placence.
Oh, Palisson? Is that a
I don't know.
P or?
Placence is what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Plaisance, but I'm not sure what that means. Placence. That may be a word.
A lot of
that I'm
different
unaware of.
shields.
Let me find out.
That one looks like the Scottish flag, so I don't know if this is supposed to be like England. Midway, isn't Midway in England?
It means pleasure or desire.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it does have all those coats of arms above it, which makes me think like England or even medieval times, basically. But like, it's clearly
there's a Swedish flag.
Olden
there's
times.
a Scottish flag. That's all I can tell.
Okay. Okay. This is giving me real BioShock Infinite vibes.
It looks like Dutch Wonderland. That's a place around here that nobody probably knows about, but you can kind of wrap your mind around it. Very Renaissance fairy. But it's like, it's definitely like 1901.
Right,
oh my God, look at the green tie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. He looks... Loki looks baller. I love like... We're doing these like freeze frames, and I'm like watching the background really intensely, looking for everything if we can get any clues, And you're like, look at that
the costumes.
suit.
He looks like what was that movie he did? Crimson Peak.
Look. I don't know.
The Guillermo del Toro gothic romance movie.
Or know of it? No, I guess I don't. I guess I don't know it. There's also a guy to the right wearing an interesting outfit that doesn't look. I don't know. It doesn't look like it looks like a big like robe type outfit. It's not. It's definitely like got like a to the right.
I thought that was a woman with a hat and a gown.
Like it almost looks like I thought it too. You may be right. I thought they had a beard.
She looks like she's like.
That might just be a shadow or something behind them.
It's powers.
Oh, maybe she has gloves on, and that's gloves
like her
and not a
hands
beard.
up here.
You may be right.
He's like, bap. Got real good at those powers.
Okay, Loki fires a green ball.
I love it.
Who is this guy?
That's the guy. Who is that?
I don't know. I don't know who this is. And who's
that's
he talking
Mobius.
to here? Like, I don't know.
What do you mean that's Mobius? Yeah.
Oh, is that Mobius?
Silver Fox.
It didn't look like Mobius. It totally is. Yeah. The gray hair, the angle or something just didn't look like Mobius to me, but you're totally right. It looks like he has green behind his ear.
It might be just from the colors.
I don't know what that's about.
I don't see it.
Yeah. Loki, he got some Loki magic on him.
Oh, that's why.
Who is this guy? Interesting. Oh, it's like coming, the ball is coming toward him or something. Yeah, you're right. It's light bouncing off his ear. Okay, so he blasts this guy to the Ferris wheel. So it looks like Mobius wants to talk this guy down.
But that looks like Loki falling backwards.
Loki wants to
If you
fire
go back,
at him.
that was Loki getting thrown out of there.
Oh, really?
Key lime pie.
I can't tell.
Well,
Maybe
look
you're
at the
right.
long hair.
Is that
That other guy didn't have hair that long, and he had on a black suit.
okay? Well, good catch. Yeah. So something about it looks like Loki magic though is blasting.
Maybe
him
it was
out,
like a
so that's
repellent.
weird.
Plus, it looks like at.
Yeah, I was wondering,
Go
like,
ahead.
maybe. Oh, yeah, I was wondering if maybe. it
Well,
got
we also
reflected
don't
or
know
something.
because we know. I think that's where he sees Victor, I can't remember, Kang. I'm just going to call
Victor
him
Timely.
Mr. Kang.
Yeah.
Fancy Kang.
Mr. Kang.
God, that makes me want some.
Fancy
Key lime
Dan
pie
Kang.
is my absolute favorite. That's what we served at our wedding because we got married in Key West, but still. It's this show is very important.
Oh, nice.
It comes out my birthday month, and they keep doing little hints to things that I love. It's just for me. Pies.
Yeah, it's for you, baby. Yeah.
I do love how they're like, we do things a little different.
I always like, yeah. This whole show seems like they're really going to be doing a lot of different stuff. I love it. Zaniac, does that mean anything to you? Is that a movie?
I don't think so.
Not a real movie? Maybe. I'm just going to look it up, see if it pops up anywhere.
It says The Zaniac.
It looks like a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
The Zaniac.
Ooh, look at that car.
It's in... Zaniac is a character from Earth 616 that looks like a green, like
well, that's definitely on the
character.
Billboard or on the marquee. See the monster?
Yeah. Is it?
To the right? You don't see that what looks like an outline of a green man?
Oh, I think that's a lady screaming.
I don't know. You just described a green monster,
right.
and that looks like a green monster to me.
It's like a lady. Yeah. Well, I think it's like that's her shirt is open. It's a lady screaming. But I can't tell. Like I'm guessing whatever she's screaming at is probably Zaniac. He was the entity. This is what Wikipedia says. The entity, which would later be known as Zaniac, was a swarm of demonic, parasitic creatures that originated in the dark dimension. Ooh. The entity would possess a host and cause them to develop an overwhelming bloodlust and desire to kill women. So it makes sense. There's like a woman screaming. It's just like a whatever scream fest movie. Interesting. So yeah, these clothes are definitely like, what do you think? 80s? 50s? I think maybe 80s actually. I was thinking 50s, but now I see the people standing in line. It looks more like 80s to me.
The car is throwing things off for me. Because that looks like maybe the 70s. I don't know.
Okay, you may be right.
It's not colorful enough to be the 80s.
70s is probably better.
People's clothes. Though, the next shot, she looks pretty colorful. It still looks a little 70s to me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's... Okay. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Then we get Sylvie at a McDonald's. It's interesting that she's actually at a McDonald's and not some, like, Rock's Arnold's or whatever. Like...
Yeah.
It's not a Marvelized version. It's just she works at McDonald's. That's funny.
Unless it's like McDonald's.
Did you like her hair any better?
No, man. I know she's hiding that mullet under that.
Okay. Sylvie looks like she's attacking what I don't know. It looks like a TVA agent. They're wearing like TVA colors. But I don't think we know this person. With a very cool jade sword looking thing. And that's in that big warehouse I was talking about that sort of, it's not a train station, but kind of reminds me of one. It's like a big warehouse or like something like that.
Interesting.
Okay, this is a green bolt hitting that dude.
Oh, that's the other part of that scene.
And yeah. Ooh, and he hits hard too. And then we get a picture of the Citadel, the end of time, falling apart.
Still live there.
It's like there's no.
It's so cool.
Me too. Who needs the protection from the rain?
What rain? There's no rain at the end of time.
I love the gag. No, there might be. There might be time storms or something.
Duct tape.
I love the gag with the duct tape. It's really great.
It is true.
Really,
Duct
really
tape,
great.
it fixes everything.
What? Oh, yeah.
Is that a crack?
Okay. Okay, so this is interesting because this looks like this scene is really giving me vibes of when Mobius first arrested Loki, and he was sort of playing with him with the time machine because he could kind of like get around him and stuff. I don't know.
Is that guy?
Like he I don't know.
That he shot down the stairs?
Yeah, I think that's that guy. So I think they captured that guy.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm thinking they captured the guy, and this is like sort of an inversion of last season when they captured Loki, you know? But who is this? Who is this guy? I still don't know.
Uh-oh.
Loki, Hiddleston is killing it with the acting right here. Like, watch him react to this thing fall. And he goes, whoa!
He's got the big bucks.
It's really good. Yeah, because he can react like a cartoon character. Yeah, so some sort of TV falling. It just looks like the TVA is falling apart. Okay. With the playing God scene. But clearly she's willing to do something. Oh, yeah. So there's a guy again, and this time it looks like both Lokis are after him.
Ooh.
Something just looks fake about that guy.
Looks
right?
what?
Like fake, like it's CG. Like especially that shot looks like CGI or something. His face just looks off about it.
I like the shadow stuff. That's cool. That's a power
so.
we haven't seen him use yet, I guess.
Oh,
being able to grab somebody.
Yeah, the shadow stuff. Oh, that is cool. I didn't even catch that's what was going on there.
Reba coming back with a
two
vengeance.
Loki shadows.
I can't remember her name. I just want it to be Reba.
Renslayer. Ravana
That's
Renslayer, I believe. And she's got a badass. She's going like real Linda Hamilton vibes. Okay. And he's got a stopwatch that like is green or orange, and I really wonder what that means. Like, what does green and orange in this stopwatch thing mean?
That thing?
What is the meter that he's following? It looks, like what does it mean?
I don't know.
It almost looks like if it goes one way, one timeline is being preserved, and one way the other one, and he's like making changes.
I wonder if
I don't know.
Showing Kwan, or however you say his name, I'm so sorry, gave him something to let him know if he was about to like time out or whatever, like a beep beep radar thing. Maybe
it's a device to let him know if he's gonna time slip or whatever. That's totally possible. I like that. I forget her name. It's like Agent 482 or something like that.
I can't remember, and I feel bad about it.
It's been a long time. Okay, then we get this guy. He is the guy who had the Infinity Stones in his desk in season 1. And I'm forgetting his name too. He had a name in this, but he's the guy who the guy who made Loki give up basically because he had all those like Infinity Stones in his desk. And like they're just paperweights here.
Her name's B15.
Right. Okay, so it looks like this guy from season 1 with the Infinity Stones is like traveling like in some sort of like underground tunnel. Like he's, I really think the TVA is just under attack or something through a lot of this. Oh, the poster. We can see the monster on this poster. And it looks a lot like the monster Zaniac from the comics. It kind of has a Hulk look to it. Can you see that?
Oh, I see it.
On the poster?
Like the Toxic Avenger.
It totally looks like the Toxic Avenger.
That sign says, "Marry me."
Marry me, Brad Wolf. Brad Wolf. Let's see if that comes up with anything from the comics or whatever. Brad Wolf, Marvel, Brad Wolf, Earth 616, and it looks like he maybe is Zaniac in the comics.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like he's the character that the whatever bug creatures infest. He's portraying a serial killer. Okay, I'll read a little bit. Brad Wolf was an actor portraying a serial killer named Zaniac. Through some sort of freak accident, he became possessed by the actual Zaniac. Okay, cool. So I'm guessing that's who that guy is. There was a shot of Ravana in olden times. I didn't...
Looking good.
Yeah, she is. I'm guessing she had that same outfit on when she had that gun thing.
Yeah, it looks like she has pants on and stuff under that.
Ah, cool.
Well, in the last scene when she was doing her Linda Hamilton thing, she definitely had something else on.
Okay, so Victor Timely uses electricity all over the stage, shocking everyone, and then it cuts to Miss Minutes dressed as what looks almost like a Pac-Man ghost, chasing everyone through the town. It's very funny to me.
Me too.
I really, really love that. And we're getting to where there's just a bunch of, man. Okay, some sort of car with the word S35. And out there we can see a statue of Kang out the window. And there's some sort of word written on the back, but I don't think it's viewable. And then we see "Thank you for your service," and it looks like that's very similar to the effect that we see coming at Sylvie earlier in the trailer, where the world is disappearing around her. It's a very similar effect. It's like the strings of the timeline are unraveling, like the chords of the timeline. That's what it looks like to me. And this looks like she might be back at the end of time. Do you think?
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me too. Wasn't her main goal she was trying to find Kang though? Like that's what she was going to set out to find all this information out for herself.
Yeah. So at the end, she realizes the timekeepers aren't real, but someone has been doing this. And it seems like instead of having a rejection of being controlled, she just wants to find the person with the real power.
Right.
And so that's kind of how her story ends in season 1. So you see here, she's looking up, she's out there, she's been pruned and she's looking into the sky, it appears. And there's like purple shining all over her face. I'm wondering if this is her, like you said, seeking out Kang. She's been pruned and like Kang is coming for her, like his time ship is landing or something like that.
Oh, I think the opposite. I think she's going to find all the information and she's going to go see the broken down citadel or whatever. And there's not going to be anything there.
Oh, yeah. That's very possible. It's very, very possible. I like that. Like maybe she does the same route that they did last time.
Yeah.
Since Goliath is gone. Okay, it's a boathouse.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I thought it was a train yard. It's a boathouse.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's random.
Yeah, it's random for sure. I really like this. There's just one shot here where Loki uses his power to throw a bunch of dudes, and they all go flying, but one of them flies into one of the orange doors before it disappears.
Yes.
Just a nice effect. It's like
bye.
They didn't have to. Ooh, it almost looks like he gets ripped in half. Like
yeah, do it, Marvel. Go there.
He's halfway through the door, and the door is like collapsing.
Oops.
Ooh, yeah. He looks serious.
He does.
In this shot, Loki looks really serious with that hair and everything.
Walking, Vogue.
I dig
Cover
it.
girl.
I dig it.
Me too. Look how cute they look with their ruffles and their ruffle cuffs. Aw.
They do look incredibly cute.
What's going on back there? Is that a motorcycle?
Yep, a motorcycle, and I'm guessing this is them pulling up to that movie premiere or whatever. Okay. Well. Oh, gosh. I thought we were done, and we got like 4 more like crazy shots here.
No, the end, there's like so much stuff.
Yeah, okay. Let's go a little slow. We got a button that appears to be something split in two, like they're going to separate something. Could this be something with the timeline? I don't know what the red button does. It is smashed, and then it shows Loki falling through.
They hit it. The TVA.
The TVA, like the city outside the building, though. And I really wish I knew what that sign said. I feel like we could do some analysis and figure that out. It's like the line. Can't tell. Then he falls into a boat.
Prevention.
I'm guessing. Oh, yeah?
From the boathouse, probably. Right?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's from this boathouse. And I'm guessing that's still in Obi's office, maybe? Where they're leaning over the counter.
Maybe.
And then, oh man, look at this Ferris wheel. Look at this Ferris wheel. You seeing this? It has like...
It's giving off some London vibes.
Well, yeah, but like, do you see it's like not just a little car, it's like a whole room that they're spinning on the Ferris wheel?
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool. Has that ever been a thing? Or is that just like something they're making up for this? Because that is cool.
I don't know.
And I've been waiting to get to this shot because
it's that guy.
It's that guy. It's Zaniac.
Mm-hmm.
Brad Wolf. Okay, and this Sylvie and Loki.
Double Loki Sylvie power.
Oh yeah. Bam. Love it. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that is our frame by frame look at it. I feel like we did learn some things. Chiefly that Zaniac is going to be a thing. Which I don't know him at all from comics, but I guess like he's going to be one of the characters, one of the like villains or something from this series. That's interesting.
I almost hope he is like a serial killer that they're just on a side mission to grab. But it doesn't make sense for where the story is going that they would do that. So I'm interested to see what that's all about.
Yeah, absolutely. Court OB says, I think it could be a World's Fair situation, talking about that fair that they seem to go to in the 20s or whatnot. I think that is very true.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel Fan 62 says, London, give me Moon Knight.
Might be the wrong year.
Yeah, I think, well, wrong year for Mark Spector Moon Knight, but it could be a different avatar of Khonshu. I love the idea that there could be like a Khonshu avatar popping up anywhere in the timeline. Oof. Oh my goodness. I've been looking at the Loki stuff and the trailer and not looking at our footage at all. And the light has come in and just completely made my face look weirdly angelic.
There you go. Yeah, I got a lot of light going on over here.
Yeah, you do. It's that time of day. All right, my friends.
The golden hour.
Yeah, that's why we're shooting now. Well, what do you think, Ash? Any other thoughts about the trailer? Anything you see after watching it this closely?
I know. I want to watch it more. My only question is who's that guy? And I guess we looked it up, so now we know. But I just don't understand how all that is going to tie in. So that's what I'm pretty interested to see. And yeah, I'm looking forward to some Kang.
Yeah, it's interesting. They're adding a second villain or whatever, and I'm really curious how. She says we're playing God, so I'm assuming they're on some sort of mission to like keep the timeline in order in some way, and like it probably involves Zaniac. Like they probably have to make a change to Zaniac's story, or he made a change to the timeline, and they're having to like prune him. And now Sylvie's going like, do we prune people? Should we prune people? Like she's still asking that question because she was chased her whole life, you know?
I feel like, Bish, you prune me.
Yeah. True. All right. Well, I think that is about all. I'm excited for the show. Like just so freaking excited. I cannot wait.
Me too. 2 months.
2 months. Gosh. This is the next thing though, right? Or does Echo come out first? I know it comes out around the same time.
I haven't heard anything about Echo.
Echo's coming. You're not gonna like what you hear. Echo, they're putting out all at once as one drop. Like they're dropping, I guess, 6 episodes all at once, and it's being widely speculated that that's because Marvel's really unhappy with it, and they don't want it to control the conversation for a while. So they're like, apparently they're sort of dumping it off onto Disney Plus. Sort of, here's the show we made. And it sucks because that's going to have Matt Murdock in it. And I really hate the idea that might be really bad. Well, my friend, Ashley, thank you for joining me here on the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast.
My sir.
We will be back, you guys, very soon. And thank you for joining us. Peace.
Until next time. True believers.
Thank you for joining us for the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast, available everywhere you get podcasts, and now a video version streaming live on twitch.tv/strandedpandatv and available at youtube.com/strandedpanda. And if you'd like to learn more about all of our other podcasts, geeky projects, and ways to support the network, visit strandedpanda.com.